My brother's been dead for 3 weeks. He texted me earlier tonight. This situation is absurd, terrifying, and wholly impossible. But it's happening to me, and, if possible, I have to tell someone, anyone. This post might be the only way I can get out what's happening to me. 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks ago. My younger brother, Daniel. He died in a car crash. He wasn't in a vehicle, though. It was a drunk driver that caused the accident. The police identified him by the ID in his bag. We received the call at 6:20 in the evening. Everything that'd be found in the backpack of a junior in high school was present in his. Everything except for his phone, which was odd. My mother was devastated, as was my father. I was upset too. The absence of another family member in the house cast a shadow over all of us. A dark, bleak shadow that we couldn't get rid of. When someone close passes away, you try to do everything in your power to preserve their memory. For me, it was texting him. I knew he wouldn't respond, but the fact that the messages went through meant something to me. I wouldn't get texts back, but it gave me a little bit of joy just to be able to text the number. What little happiness I got out of my ritual quickly turned to fear. Tonight, 3 weeks after Daniel's death, I got a text back. I miss you too. Where are you? It was in response to the last text I'd sent him. I love you, Dan, and I miss you. That reply came at 7:25. I didn't want to tell Mom or Dad, they wouldn't believe me. And they'd probably think it to be some cruel, untimely joke I was playing. Look, Danny is messaging me back. Isn't it awesome? They'd hate it. I couldn't tell them. At 7:35, after much deliberation, I texted him back. What? Is this a joke? Who are you? Why do you have Danny's phone? Why are you doing this? He, or whoever was using the phone, replied seconds after. It's me. It's your brother, Danny. I woke up a while ago. My leg hurts, so I can't walk too fast, but I'm making my way back home now. What the hell? I thought. How? As far as I knew, Danny was dead. That was a fact. So either this was a cruel joke from someone who had managed to get a hold of his phone, or something else was happening. I could only think about that comment regarding the leg. My leg hurts. My leg hurts. His leg hurts. His left leg was pulverized in the accident. How would a person who had just taken his phone know that? Fingers trembling, I typed out another reply. What do you mean you're making your way back home? What does that mean? Who are you? I got only one reply after that. For the next hour or so, it was complete radio silence. I'm your brother. I'm coming back to you guys. With no idea what to do, I just sat at my desk for the next hour and a half. I kept waiting for a knock at the door or a buzz from my phone, but the 90 minutes I spent in anticipation yielded nothing. That was until 9:07. I'm getting close. It's hard to see in the dark, and this leg, it really hurts, but I'm keeping up. What did getting close mean? Was he in the neighborhood? Was he on our street? I deduced that asking specific questions didn't yield me anything helpful, but I asked anyways. It took me a couple minutes to think of what to ask, but the words eventually came out. What do you mean? You're getting closer. Where are you? His response frightened me. 9:10, I'm nearby maybe. That alarmed me. What did nearby mean? I scrambled to get out my room and made my way downstairs. Mom and Dad were usually in bed by 8:30 and asleep by 9, so I didn't need to worry about them questioning anything. We don't live in a big house, so locking all of the doors and windows downstairs wasn't hard. I checked to see that the front door was locked. When I confirmed it was, I turned on the porch light from inside and set up a chair in the middle of the entrance hallway. Since I didn't know what to do at this point, I decided to wait it out. About half an hour later, things had only gotten worse. I'm shaking as I write this because I think he's here. Or maybe he isn't, but I think he's going to be here soon. I received another text at about 9:38. I'm close, I think. I can't quite remember which house is mine. I think I'll look for the light. Fear shot through me like lightning. Our house couldn't have been the only one with lights on at this hour. I unceremoniously leapt out of the chair and slammed my hand into the light switch. I breathed a sigh of relief. That relief was quickly short-lived as I received one of two final texts from my brother. I saw the lights go out in a house. I think that's mine. I'm going. I looked down at the words on my phone screen for a moment. No way. He couldn't possibly be referring to this house. I knew I was lying to myself. I went into the kitchen and grabbed one of our knives. I hadn't the slightest clue of what I might have to use it on, but it made me feel a bit safer. Just as I sat down, I felt the stomach-churning sensation of my phone vibrating in my pocket. The rapid, fearful beats of my heart made my chest ache. Hesitantly, I turned on the phone and looked at the most recent and final message I was sent. 9:40, I'm here. For the last 10 minutes, the other side of the door has been completely silent. At least, it was completely silent. As I type this out, knife in hand, I can hear something just outside. Someone is knocking on the door. It sounds like my brother. And he's only saying one thing: let me in. I need help with my leg. Update, 10:21. I'm going to open the door. I still have the knife. I'll try and update again if I make it out okay.